property search. And here's your search screen. You got 5 easy steps to follow when you're running a search. Step 1 is your property type. You have industrial, office, flex, retail, land, and multi-unit housing as well. Step 1 and step 5, an additional tab over here, they're all related to each other. If I select industrial in step 1, all the fields in the step 5 is going to relate to industrial fields I can search by. Same thing applies to additional tab here. All those fields in here is related to industrial fields I can search by. If I happen to select industrial and office, it's going to find the common field between those two categories. And it's only going to display those that you can search by. Okay. Step 2, you have for lease. For sale, if you select for sale, you have the option here for investment properties as well. For lease and sell. And you can also do all property search. All property search is like an inventory search. So for example, you want to find out, give me every building that ever been listed where they are, going back to 1988 electronically, in between 20 and 60,000 in Long Beach, you get an inventory in that system. It's a great tool to have if you want to run absorption rates, analytic reports, and things like that. Okay, so you get total buildings in the system was in a certain city, whichever way you want to run your search. There are certain reports as well you can generate from that too. Step 3, you have available space. Just put in your range. Lease rate, you can search by square feet or monthly lease rate. Building size. Step 4 is your geographical search. You have market and submarket. We have LA County, Orange County, Inland Empire, Riverside, San Bernardino, Ventura County. Some of them are all divided into different submarkets. Now, if you're not familiar with AIR, the way we have our market divided, on our website, there's a map that gives you a breakdown of all the regions. Right here under property data, region maps. So for example, you want to find out what we consider south, you click on south.
Wait, what was that link? Property data?
Property data,
Go to?
region maps.
Okay, thank you.
And here you have it. And you can print that. It's a PDF file. You can download and print it and keep it on your hard drive, so every time you want to look at a map, you can look at it. Okay. You can search by specific city. All you have to do is type in a couple letters of the city, and there you have it. You can search by entire county, LA County, Orange County. Now, like I said, this application is currently running in 29 other markets across the nation, and you have access to those markets as well from the system, especially San Diego, which is in California, and licensed to California. Well, the way you do that, simply you go to Change Metro, you click on the drop-down, and there you have it, with no additional charge.
The Iowa market.
The bowling alleys. You can search by zip code, multiple zip codes separated by comma, no space. You can search by specific address. Now, one thing you gotta be careful when you're searching by address, don't put street type and street direction. So if you're looking for Washington Boulevard, don't put Boulevard. If you're looking for West Washington, don't put West. Just put in the street name, and you're able to find it easy that way. You can search by address range. You can search by intersections. And you can search by parcel numbers as well. And the last option here is the map search, people's favorite. The map search works like any other map software out there on the internet, Google, MapQuest, and so on. Simply, you drag the map, move it around, anywhere you want it, double click, zoom in into the map. And there's a couple of ways you can run searches on the map. So for example, you can do radius search. You have a client currently is located right over here. You want to find out what's available within 2-3 mile radius. Simply click on radius, click anywhere in the map. As you move your cursor, you should see how many miles you're covering as you're drawing a radius. If you don't see that, you just give us a call. There's a setting you have to do in your browser to get that to show up. Okay? It's just a compatibility issue with IE8. So simply, you want to finish drawing, simply right-click and say Finish Drawing. And you can do multiple radius as well if you want to. And you can also do a polygon. So I want to find out what's available within this intersection here. I can click on polygon, left-click, drag your mouse, left-click, drag your mouse, left-click, drag your mouse, right-click, and say Finish Drawing. If I put my cursor right over here, it tells me how many miles I'm covering. If I put a cursor right over here, also it tells me the same thing. And I can also do aerial view as well. If I want to see more detail in aerial view, I can do that also. Now, recently with this application, we have tenant data and demographic information as well. On this map, you can actually view some demographic information as well. So if, for example, you want to find out what's the population by census group, simply click on that. In a few seconds, it populates that for you. What's the unemployment rate? What's the median housing price? Household income, median household expenditure, and all that. Okay?
That's super helpful.
And that recently on the demographic also we have parcel numbers as well. For me to see the parcel numbers, I have to drill down to street level. That way you can see the parcel numbers. And that one takes a little longer to populate than the demographic information. I'm going to click.
That's almost like the MLS pinpoint.
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Now, does it show ownerships?
No, that's the next stage. We're in talks right now with the First American Title Company. We're just simply going to do data exchange.
Yeah, worked for them for 30 years.
Yeah.
It's like that assessor
familiar with
website.
Yeah, and then they let me
The
on.
city assessor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is like that, you click on the city assessor. Oh, that's
It
super
works.
helpful.
Like
There it is.
To get the APN
Right
numbers
there.
right
Like,
away.
so like the MLS, you just